doesn't really meet that requirement. Yeah, you can play a different 5 energy tech card instead of Enchantress. You can play Legion or Cosmic Ghost Rider. I think both those are probably fine. I ended up buying the 1+ Fold when I replaced my Samsung. I read a bunch of reviews at the time, and the 1+ Open had better reviews, generally speaking, than the Google products did. Oh, I guess I could be playing stuff into here to move it into here. Oh, that's a fun one. So I get to do this into this now. Getting Trigger Galactus sort of nice. Oh, that's so annoying. Now we can lose the 50-50 on where Jim's gonna end up at. All right, we hit there at least. What do I think of this? This gives me an extra energy next turn as well. I probably want the slightly bigger card on the right to make them contest that harder.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay, so they just copied a Mr. Fantastic Kang back to their hand. I'm winning the right. Jim goes up to 10. Luna's actually perfect here, right? Because she fills the center and then lets Cannonball stay on the left. I don't think I play around them putting more points into here.
Victory.
10 power Jim. Not bad. He had what? 2 from Cudlon, so he was 8 from our deck without the location variance. Kang is almost assuredly a playable Marvel Snap card. I'd be very, very surprised if the new... I expect the new Kang redesign is going to see a ton of play, while it's functionally a new card that a lot of people already have in their collection. And then longer term, I imagine we'll still see some... Oh, look! Win with Nightcrawler! A mission made for our deck. those who weren't here earlier, I think Kang is the most I've played against a new card release in Marvel Snap since Airship released. And part of that's because it's novel, but another part of that is because it's just been rotting in people's collections, so it didn't cost them any resources to get the new card. Oh my. What is this? An apocalypse! My surge seems better than that, that's for certain. Oh, baby. Oh, Jimmy boy. Where do we want to put Jimmy boy, Chip? Where does Jim belong? Jimmy boy, oh Jimmy boy. The cards we are growing. Extra NRG for little old me. Grow, my pretty grow. Oh, I guess if I Enchantress the center, I can't move the Mercury, right? That's the unfortunate reality. Is this crazy? Call me, baby. No reason to Enchantress. I mean, drawing a big card's a reason to Enchantress now. And playing cards into Hope gives me extra energy for Jim Hammond next turn. Won't Elsa buff herself? She does not. I guess I could just do this. I miss out on a Jim Hammond point, but it gives me more flexibility. Our top card does cost 2 less here. That was the worst draw in our deck. Angela obviously wasn't impressive either, but Luna would have been more points. Luna would have been 8 points, and Cannonball would have been all Cannonball. Probably good in the middle. Could potentially lose the right. Oh wow, they're not playing for the right super hard. Can we lose the middle here? I guess Kang's 3 as well for Surfer. They have Galacta. Oh, sad. So if I would have flipped Kitty and Enchantress, we end up winning that? No, I still would have been short in the middle. No, I would have won, because my Kitty was 3 and this was 8. So this would have been plus 5. I think we would have lost the breaker. Yeah, I would have needed to play for the left. Them fanning out to play for all three was tough for us with how bad our draw was. Realistically, we just needed a better card other than Kitty Pryde in the last turn there. Shit's a little annoying. It's not bad. Play a bunch into Hope Summer's Path the turn after.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
What's our best possible here? Jim Hammond on top of our deck would let us go Hope into Jim next turn. Elsa. If I go Elsa into Kurt, next turn I could go Hope into Kitty, and then I can play Galacta on 5.
What a game!
Am I better off Enchantressing this turn? So that way I get a Surge trigger on top of my deck on top of the 1 extra energy. I think so. That means I can't try and like flip a coin with Enchantress into a null, but it's pretty unlikely to work anyways. What if I did this? Oh, I'm 1 energy short. I can play all 3 of these over here. How about that? How big are we on the left? I actually don't know. I think we're short. How big is Kitty? Oh, so close. We're only 1 point off, right? Because if we had tied, we're up 24 in the center. I think the new Kang is a very flavorful design that is probably going to end up being pretty frustrating to play against. I hate to be negative about a new card, but I'll be curious to see where his stats shake out to. Huh. Can't decide if I want to compete on the left or not. I think I want to do this. It's more energy efficient than doing Nightcrawler Elsa, and it lets Luna trigger another ice cube for me. There, Makari running to the center is definitely good for them. All right, so all of our cards are cheap enough to play here, which is nice. Where are they most likely to be large? So I can Angela the center, which would put me to +7 there, up to 25, which means I'm +13. Or I could shuffle the Nightcrawler left, which gets me to 14, and then Angela is 5 there, which gets me to 19, which means I'm +13. I think I want to Cannonball the left and Angela the center. That's close, though. And they just didn't play for the left here. It's unfortunate for us. Hopefully our 20-25 holds mid. Lose by fucking 1 point again. We've just lost every flip today. Oh, they missed their surfer! Sometimes lucky, rubber ducky.
Victory.
That's the downside to putting Kang in your surfer deck, right? Like there's 6 cards left in your deck at the end of the game instead of 3 on the average game of Marvel Snap. So instead of being 75% to see your thing, you're only 2/3 to see your thing or whatever it is. What's 9 out of 15? It's not 2/3. 9 out of it, you're 60%, a little bit worse than 2/3. Alright, so I expect we're not going to beat the Iron Patriot on the left, but at the same time, I would like my Luna Snow to have the Ice Cube crack right over there for them. Oh, that's interesting. Did I do this? I'm gonna do this. Okay. So I could have beaten the Iron Patriot, but I wanted the Badge Report bonus. I didn't want to lose my Ice Cube right away. I could avoid it. We unfortunately lost our Surge. To a copy of A copy of Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider on the King. Alright, so I have 3 extra energy here, so Jim Hammond's getting cranked up a little bit. Cannonball. Cannonball's okay. What do we think of punting the Galacta over? I kinda don't hate it. I could also Enchantress the Quinjet. And that leaves me the out to draw Mercury. Well, I don't hate that. The downside to playing the Enchantress now is they are a Captain Carter deck, so... I think Carter maybe means I'm supposed to wait. Three extra energy again. Jim cranks up. Honestly, seems kind of okay for us. I guess they could move Rocket and Groot over to there. I was like, where is there a Sentry in their deck from? Goodbye, friend. Close. Needed every bit of that water buffalo.
Victory.
The Makari jump scare on the quick, oh crap, how big is Carter moment. That's Kang's new design. Kang puts 4 copies of himself into your deck that are 3/4s with random text boxes of any card that costs 3 or more energy in the game. Very, very high variance design. All right, I finally found a Jim Hammond deck I'm having fun with, to the surprise of few that know the channel. It's a Kitty Pryde deck. Let's take a brief pause for the cause, let some adverts roll. If you're new here, I always take a break and just chat with the subscribers and people who aren't seeing an ad when we take an ad, because I think it's super rude to just let them run over the top of gameplay. We'll see you in 120 seconds. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side right now and you enjoy seeing us explore new decks with new cards, make sure you tap the like button. Appreciate the almost 300 folks that have done that already today. We may have an advert as well. Play more Alliance missions. Yeah, hope felt pretty clean there. Agreed. Win locations. Play 2 cost cards with it eventually. Oh, that's an interesting thought. I didn't, it's been a minute since we've worked with Elsa. Sam Wilson as a potential Elsa Bloodstone card is interesting. I wonder if Sam's better than Angela. Is that possible / probable? She scales up nice. She could be better than Nightcrawler. We give up Nightcrawler. Kurt's been only okay. The 1-drops are nice with Surge, is the thing about those, but Sam Wilson is also just like a free space filled on the board. Not until you finish the mission. I do need to win one more with Kurt. I'm just gonna keep playing it as is. But Sam Wilson's definitely worthy of consideration. Is it normal that I don't see decks more recent than 11 days on your Untapped profile? There are different game modes for Untapped at the top, Nova. So we're currently playing Conquest. So 11 days ago is when I hit Infinite. We usually don't play a ton of ladder after we hit Infinite because there's no extra rewards. And like Deadpool's down here, I'll kick up on. kick up on Thursday. So if you want to see Deadpool's Diner decks, you got to click over to that tab at the top. Ladder's also unplayable 2 days a week with feature locations. Accurate, painfully. Painfully accurate. Spinal Celery, thank you for the 6 months in advance. I appreciate you taking advantage of that September discount. Thanks for the 7 months. I am Ohm, coming out for over 2.5 years. Have there not been drops announced for this season? We have not had Marvel Snap drops in like 4 months, so I would assume they're not coming back anytime soon. The world of Snap is safer with nerfed Killmonger. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes for killing my kitty Pryde. I think it's only fair. You did this, Schemer. She was so young. She had so much to live for. Big lady enchantress here. They got a big Nico back. I'm tempted to get back into this game, but I'm terrified because it's been a year. Well, I don't know if you're saying you're tempted because of this, but they did just announce brand new returning player rewards. So it is a quality time to poke back in for sure. Alright, so I think we do this. And I think we do this. And I think we do... Oh, wait. Actually, we're gonna win this side by a lot. So I think we Galacta the Elsa, and then we cannonball the here. I think this is the plan. I think I want to play for all three. I'm hoping that oh man. That's yep. Gosh, our variance this set has been absolutely miserable. Enabling their null was the extra icing on the cake there. We hadn't killed their death, it wouldn't have been that large. Alright, at least Jim didn't get taken this time. This is the first game we've played Jim on one in this deck? I think it is. Galacta in the bin. There are Black Swan decks. They're probably pretty good at filling Sanctum as well. They have an Enchantress. Elsa into Hulkbuster on the left actually is kind of hot, yeah. Oh, it's just a card, not a highest they could have Mercury. Yeah, good call. Good call. Do I want this extra power here? I think so. I don't think I want to give them this location for free. What's discarded? Galacta's discarded. Is it ever this, so I can go Galacta plus Nightcrawler next turn? I think it is. I think I hold the Nightcrawler and give up the Surge bonus because I know I'm getting a Galacta back. Punished. Couldn't know that we're gonna have that 1 in 5. You know what? I should probably give these bonuses to the Nightcrawler just in case I top deck Angela. Hope. I guess that works out. Murdy Harry, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. What if I played an 8-power thing here, a 5-power thing here, and a 7-power thing here? Them playing hard for 2 seems not great for us, considering how many points I put over here. Yeah. Just lost every coin flip this set. It's not been kind to us. How's the state of Snap? I haven't played in a few months. So we have a somewhat temporary OTA cycle currently. They nerfed Shang, Enchantress, Red Guardian, Shadow King, and a handful of other really common tech cards in the last patch. Cosmo, one or two others I'm not recalling the name of offhand. And the meta game was good before that. And believe it or not, nerfing a bunch of the toxic tech cards makes it feel like it got even better after. Yeah, Killmonger's another. Jim Hammond. Jim Hammond is pretty good to put into the cloning bats, huh? Seems great for us. I think I'm not surging. I think I'm like jimming into Hope into play into her path. Is Kang good now or just baby Airship? Why are those things mutually exclusive? Airship's almost always been competitive. Yes, and they also added returning player incentives as of today. That gives a bunch of rewards to people that are coming back that have been away for a bit. We're looking for Kitty Pryde or Nightcrawler here. Lovely. So I'm definitely doing this. And then there's a question of, am I copying Jim or am I playing him here? This is 7 energy next turn. What would I be doing with 7 energy next turn? I could go Galacta, Kitty, Surge. Whereas otherwise I only have 6. But if I have 6, I can go Galacta, Kitty, Jim, which I kind of don't mind. So Jim gets extra points for each extra energy we have in a turn. So all of these are gonna get +2 next turn, so we have 2 extra energy. Oh wait, I counted wrong. I'm silly. It was 7 versus 8. What are our numbers? What are numbers? I can do this. This gives me 3 extra energy for all the Hammonds next turn. But it also means I can only Mercury the center. Or only Mercury Word Cannonball the center. I think it's this for the most flexibility where I can Cannonball. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna end up in a spot where the cloning bats is just significantly better for them than us. Although I guess they don't have any extra energy, which is another reason not to Luna Snow. They could utilize the extra energy. Yeah, they have 2 3/7 monkeys. Those could be 3 9s. Yeah, they have a 6 power sage as well. I think we're just dead again. Definitely feels like we're just being outscaled. Cloning Bat's not doing us any favors, but... Oh, the rocket's 3 points to the center. I don't think it matters. I didn't really have a better line. Isn't Jim an opposite question? Genuine question. Isn't Jim an opposite Sunspot with extra steps? What do you think Sunspot does, and what do you think Jim Hammond does? It's actually really amusing to me how many people keep trying to compare Jim Hammond to Sunspot, because they're not really remotely similar designs. They both cost 1 energy, and they both do stuff or care about your energy in different ways, but the way they care about your energy is super, super different. I would encourage you to reread both Sunspot and Jim Hammond if you're not quite understanding how they're different. Bizarro Sunspot. They're just like they're not even really remotely similar. Like, Sunspot uses up unused energy, and Jim Hammond wants you to have extra energy. And unused energy and extra energy are not the same thing. I guess is the crux of the difference. They're just like completely different cards. I don't think they're. I'm genuinely confused why people keep comparing them because they're just not the same at all. They just do fundamentally different things. Well, I mean, let's trigger both of these, but I'm not getting any extra energy in, which is sad. The nowhere protecting their Khazar in the middle is sad. What do we think of just filling here so that way Jim Hammond gets really big? If we kick something to fill here, that's a net positive for us, I think. And then I just assume that they can't beat us in Feast next turn. Because we're adding what here? This is 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm adding 15 total. We're going to get to at least 27 in Feast. And if they play anything into Feast, we get 1 or 2 points bigger as well from that. From the extra Feast energy. Alright, so we're gonna end up at 28 in Feast here. And we're hoping to punt this Squirrel Girl into the Monster Island. Perfection. And then this is plus 11 over here. Sorry, it's plus 7 once I get rid of 4. This is 11 minus 4. It's plus 7. So that beats Blue Marvel plus a Marvel Boy trigger. And then we play this for tiebreaker. Their Gilgamesh is currently 1, 2, 3. Herbie could get it another 4 or 5. I don't think Gilgamesh gets big enough, but Herbie could be a kink in the plan. We should have put Enchantress on the right, because I forgot about Hermes too. If both the Marvel Boy triggers would have landed here on the last turn, we would have lost the breaker. So that was on me. I could have put Enchantress here to get to 31, and then it wasn't possible for them to tie us. So we got a little bit lucky there, but if I had played better, we wouldn't have needed to get lucky. Would have just had it deterministically. Alliance missions to clear. Spend some energy. I'd love to play some 2 cost cards. that gym down? How about a Luda, and then next turn we could go Elsa Kitty, and this way the extra energy will start working up on Jim Hammond. Do you think they added a third Human Torch to the game so they could reuse the animation from the Human Torch that they already had? I think it's not a coincidence that someone posting a conspiracy theory in my chat is someone who's been following the channel for almost a year and has never subscribed to support me. Because I think we regularly make fun of and ridicule people that are dumb enough to post conspiracy theories like that, so please go away. I think they reused Human Torch for the third time because they keep making Human Torches in the Marvel comics. Absolutely. Max Angelo, thanks for the quarter of a year. Appreciate that. Welcome back. That is a... Oh, that's a copy of what's it called? That's so sad. I get to play hide the cannonball here. And I get to go move this, play this, play this. Could be worse. I don't want to spare you, chat, but there's multiple versions of Spider-Man in this game, and many of them have similar animations. Checkmate, liberal. Clearly a sign that Marvel Snap is dying. Valk. That's a spicy one. Valk with no ways to break the symmetry. Less spicy. Less spicy. Is that Valk actually in their deck? Who generated? Created by Kang. Agent Coulson. Alright, this RNG onion has layers. It's... There was an RNG Kang for an RNG Coulson for an RNG Valkyrie. It's like an ogre. Peel it back. God damn it! Where is my Jim Hammond? Why is he not here now? Okay, so this loses me the left, but it probably wins me the other two locations. Yes or no? I think yes. Yeah, and it's not like I'm giving up the left completely for free, right? They're gonna have to commit 7 stats there, which is not negligible. Oh, me oh my. Me oh my. Jim! Jim, where are you, Jim? Jim, your people need you! Jimothy Christmas! How about Enchantress? Can Enchantress show up too? I can get rid of this stupid Sarah. Okay, that would be great. Gwen Kang and Jubilee Kang. Cool. Wait, do I just murder her with Cannonball? Probably, yeah. I could play the Elsa too, but I have plenty of energy, so I'm just gonna vibe for now. Oh, I should play the kitty into the Angela path. I should play the kitty. Sorry, we're just talking and clicking. Oh man, super punished for not doing it, huh? Unlucky, really. Big Lady Elsa. Opponent is how you say well done.
Victory.
Viv can't. I was wondering why the Viv wasn't moving. Mercury is here. I think our deck's definitely a little bit on the low power level side, but man, if it's not just the type of Marvel Snap I really like to play. That's such a fun mixture of cards.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
Does Quinjet discount Kangs? It does, yeah, he's a created card. He's just not created in your hand, so Victoria hand doesn't buff him. Victoria cares about a very specific subset of created cards. The way to think about it. Fun mix of cards, also Cannonball. Harsh but fair. Harsh but fair.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
We dead? I think we're dead. I guess there's a world where they don't have Surfer because they're playing a 30-card deck, but...
There's no strings on me. There's no strings on me.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have an opinion on Kang as a card. It's not really the type of card I enjoy playing with or really against, and I don't think it's something I'm going to explore. We'll have a highlight up with the deck we played earlier today, but it's really going to be along the lines of random bullshit go type stuff where it probably doesn't really matter what your details are because it's gonna just, the variance is gonna fuel your games regardless. If you're worried about thoughtful and tactical min-maxing, you should probably play something that's not it. It's a follow your vibes type card for sure. Wow, that's... Yep. Every sweaty Surfer deck's about to feature him. I don't know that I agree with that. It doesn't seem like a particularly sweaty card. And again, like, well, obviously you're gonna have Surfer some amount of the time. Like, you're losing 15 percentage points on how likely you are to have Surfer by playing Kang in your deck. You're 60% to have your Surfer on the last turn versus 75. Just a big difference. You put him in Silver Surfer like our opponent because it's the least creative thing you could do with the card that costs 3 energy, so it always gets done anytime a new 3 energy card releases.
Oh, snap.
Cannonball still an absolute G after the nerf to nobody's surprise. Yeah, it's a very playable card. He deserved the haircut that he got. Definitely opening on Surge here. We've got 3 1 energy cards in our deck that could all be made free, which would be lovely. Is Kang a real card? Absolutely. Oh, well that's pretty good. Above average surge hits for sure. We're bouncing our ice cube back to our hands while playing Thena. Interesting.
Gotta run, hun.
And the black cat discards? That's gotta be wrong. Maybe they forgot the black cat was discarding. I think it's just this. So I could kitty, I could cannonball, and I could human torch. The human torch is going to be... Remember, the cannonball's not killing whatever it hits, it's just moving it. I gotta beat Sunspot, soaking a bunch on the right. But I guess they also have to play a bunch of cards for Thena to trigger as well. Thena puts them to 19 in the center. My human torch center would be 8, 9 extra, which barely wins it. I think I have to play for all 3 because of the potential for Havoc. Could be dead here. Probably dead here. But they have Havoc for the right, we're cooked. We're competing against the Sunspot soaking, I think. Yeah, they're going to 32 on the right, right? No? Where do they have extra energy from? What am I missing? Oh, Surge. They have Surge. The Surge made Hydra Bomb free. So they gain 20 over there. Damn. We probably need Cannonball and Mercury to have a real shot in this matchup. Or we just need them to, like, not have their entire combo. But their linear game plan is definitely better at making raw numbers than ours, so we need to be interactive. Matchup makes me wish we had. If we would have had the Enchantress... Honestly, the Enchantress is probably better as Cosmic Ghost Rider in this deck. If it would have been Cosmic Ghost Rider, we'd have won that last game. We would have turned off. Well, what's her name on the right? Yep, this one. Cosmic Ghost Rider actually has synergy with Luna Snow as well. Yeah, that's probably the play. I could see Cosmic Ghost Rider being the better pick on Conquest versus the latter. Can you articulate yourself? Because I don't understand why the latter versus Conquest makes remotely a difference in what you're suggesting. Help me understand your point of view. Why does that matter? Yeah, if anything, I think it's the opposite, right? In Conquest, once they see your Cosmic Ghost Rider, they can work to play around it. Theta, Sunspot are both real bad for us here. Yeah, like not only do I not see your point, thinking on it, I think I agree. I think it's the opposite of what you're saying. Grow old, waiting for the end of turn deck to finish up. This deck was fine, but Jim Hammond was pretty unexciting and uninteresting in it, if I'm being honest. He was just another thing that like filled curve. I don't know. In general, he's probably a card that you're gonna be able to skip, even if a deck really wants him, because he's just like some numbers, some amount of the time. I think my one big takeaway, I'll probably try some more of this just because I like Kitty, Elsa, Hope decks. It's been a minute since we played them, but I definitely think stewing on it, Cosmic Ghost Rider seems significantly better than not only into that last matchup that we were playing, but into other random things like discard tends to be popular. I think Cosmic Ghost Rider has more text there as well. This is definitely a deck where your bits of Cannonball and things like Cosmic Ghost Rider, their interactive bits we're playing at the top, are important because while we're making okay numbers in some spots, we definitely are not going over the top of things that are purely linear, like that end of turn matchup that we just played at the end really shows.